Greetings, Vikings. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 124 of The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. You didn't know that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's true of all scheduling. So if you schedule them for sleep and their rest meter fills up, they stop resting. If you schedule them for recreation and their recreation bar fills up, they stop recreating. Same with meditation. So it's not like a hard fast rule that they do it in that time period. It's just that they prioritize it. It's more of a priority than a strict law of you must recreate or whatever. But very easy to be confused by that, because RimWorld doesn't really... There's never really a tutorial that tells you how this works exactly. And also, I would like to mention that I don't have a particularly good... leaving them to their own devices like this isn't necessarily the most efficient. I tend not to micromanage scheduling, because it's not what I find necessarily fun about RimWorld. But with that said, you could do a lot better job than just leaving it on as default. So I'll give you a for instance. Let's say you were trying to get two people in a relationship together. You could force them to recreate in the rec room at the same hours. Let's say you had two rivals that kept social fighting. You could have them on staggered schedules so that they avoid each other. You could even use different zones so they don't overlap. There's a lot of minutia that can be controlled in RimWorld if you want to, through scheduling and through zoning. I just tend not to, because my colonies tend to be larger, more populous, and the more people that you have, I would say exponentially the more micromanagement would be involved if you try to micro at that level. So if I had a colony of 3, I'm not likely to use scheduling or zoning. I'm likely to actually just manually control the pawns. And then if the colony grows to a size that manually controlling the pawns doesn't make sense anymore, I'm probably not going to schedule them either. Just the way it is. Just how I roll. But some other YouTubers and Twitch streamers will go in deep depth about scheduling and min-maxing and all that. But I don't. I feel like the percent gains for doing it are marginal at best, unless you have night owls or something like that. So one of the most sad things is if your best hunter in your colony is a night owl, because at night animals don't have movement penalties, but your hunters will. So if your best hunters are night owls, you have a huge disadvantage, a movement speed disadvantage, which is just the way it is. So I think what's going to happen here is Edith is going to go... Edith and I'm going to probably save first, just in case this really truly bugs out and trying to fulfill this trade order breaks the game. But Edith and Sven are going to fulfill this trade order. And then Sven's going to have to come home and... Wow, his psi focus is just barely high enough to do far skips. Then they're going to come home, fill up the far skip meter, and then we'll have... Actually, we don't need to fill up the far skip meter because the brawlers are going to be the ones deployed to the attack. I think for a challenge, and I'll let you pull on this. So it looks like... Looks like my current goal is to brawl and use artifacts. So here's a question. Should I only use brawlers? So for the raid that is to come, should I be restricted to brawlers only? What was the outcome of the prediction? Oh, right. It was no. But I just completed it. So if I am to require brawlers only, I'll probably send Modred and Gaia to join the rest of the Helheim brawlers, and then we'll have a pure brawler only attack. I'm fine with it. I just wanted to ask if that's something you want to see or not. So if yes, will do. So in the morning, Sven and Edith are going to, and the reason I'm going to send Edith is if it is a real colony that I can trade with, I will then pod trade goods to Edith. The weird thing about this is, of course, if this is actually a real settlement, do I have to? In fact, there's 2 settlements here. Aren't I obliged to raid them? It's weird that we have invisible. I don't know what's going on. I could dig into the code and figure it out, but it's more effort than it's worth, to me at least. All right, brawlers only. I could do that. So I think Skullheim's going to be able to pod straight to Thetan. Let me double check. Yeah, easily, no problem. Okay, so Modred and Gaia will join them directly through pods. And then taking a look at the distance, it looks like Modred and Gaia will have to launch first by maybe a few seconds so that they all land together. But I'm going to fulfill the trade before that. The fact that there's hidden settlements kind of reminds me of Origins of Magic, the lore of Origins of Magic. And if you're not familiar, it was a RimWorld of Magic series that I ran a while back where I was supposed to live in a... the world was full of mage hunters, and I lived in a little isolated community of magic users. And the fact that there's like hidden settlements kind of reminds me of the RimWorld of Magic here, just a little bit. What am I even clicking here? That's so weird. There's like an invisible nothing here. It's not even a settlement. It's just like a blank. I'm so worried that this is going to explode my like save game file. Because I could see that happening. They're hiding, yeah. Just RimWorld being buggy. That's probably my fault because I generated settlements. This is like a 10% render of the world, and I made manual settlements, but clearly something went wrong when that happened. Oh well. As long as it doesn't blow up the save game file. So Sven, come back. So Sven and Edith are going to try to fulfill that trade order. Oh, the other confusing thing is I have to know exactly where to go, because it's not going to be obvious. It doesn't have a name or anything. Well, we'll see. So quests, jump to settlement. So it is... All right. I'll try to remember the spot so I launch to it properly. While they load up, I'm going to be back in just a second. So Yoda, you're streaming, buddy. And I'm gonna back up my save here, just in case something goes wrong. Make sure to use all those raid emotes while I'm away. By an infestation. All right, I came back and they were just perfectly ready to transport. So, oh God, do you see what's going on here? My whole UI goes poof when I try to go there. I'm gonna form a caravan next to it in fear that Sven and Edith disappears into the nether if I go straight there. Oh boy. I should probably just cancel this entire quest. Please, please don't explode. Alright, we'll see. The feast is finished. Everybody that was feasting got super, super tired. Whoa, they were ready for something else. And then once the feasters are ready for a raid, I will send them raid. We'll kick off that brawler-only raid. Also looks like Sven's Farscape is going to drop a little bit. Come on, please work. Okay, it's not going to work. Out of curiosity, I'm just going to attack the settlement. I can't even click. Here, I'll prove it. I can't even attack this settlement here. It's not letting me. So it is a, alright, it didn't work. I'm just going to save scum, because that's just the game bugging out. There's no point in me, can I settle on it? No, I wouldn't be able to settle on it either, because it is registered in game code as a settlement. You can't settle on a settlement. While getting out the fake mouse to prove a point? You know I would attack it if I could. Yeah. I don't know what that is. That's a strange little glitch. That is unsettling. Yeah, it is. I like the pun. An unsettling settlement. Well, I'll drink to that pun. I would settle for the quest rewards. Here's the thing. I made the healing enhancers. Should I spawn in an L-Tech skull cap and a bionic leg for myself and just destroy the healing enhancers? Should I correct the quest? What do you guys think? So obviously this quest is impossible to do because the settlement doesn't exist. I'm going to actually try to go into the development mode here and fix this. It won't even work. Doesn't register as a site. I have no idea. They are settlements that... Oh, you know what? I think it's gone. I think I did click it, and it's gone. Nice. Which means I can't even jump to location for this settlement anymore. So the other thing I'm going to do here is like just mouse drag to see if there's any other hidden... Okay, those are abandoned. The other hidden settlements that that are flying under the radar. I don't think there are. Chicken Isle. Is that where Link goes to kick chickens? Okay, I don't think there's any other, like, mystery settlements anywhere. I think I got them all. Cool. So it looks like you all say, yes, I should correct the quest. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel the load. I am going to put a stockpile zone, let's say here, for heal, enhance. And enhance apparently has a C. Items. Body parts? What would this be? Bionic. heal enhancer. Okay, and put this as critical. I know this means that I don't have to then spend the psychic energy for a far skip or the chem fuel. But I will fix that. So here is the chem fuel. So I'm launching nothing, but it's like simulating the chem fuel use. And then the psychic energy, let's simulate that as well. 70%. Here, just far skip yourself to yourself. There. Oops. I far skipped to Wolu. Oh well. Alright, so now I've simulated both the chem fuel usage and the psycasting usage. So all that's left is to move the healing enhancer, which apparently is taking... There we go. And then spawn in the quest rewards. It's the only thing I can do here to make this right. Because you all voted for this, but it became impossible for me to do. So boom, boom. The healing enhancers are done. Like they never existed. And then the quest rewards for this was a legendary L-Tech skull cap and a bionic leg. The bionic leg will be easy to do. Spawn bionic leg. There it is. And then the L-Tech skull cap. I'm probably going to need to spawn in a whole bunch of these until I get a legendary one. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Ah, there it is. There's a legendary one. And haul that away while destroying the rest. It's like playing Cookie Clicker. Alright. And then, oh, you know, I could have just debugged it. Whatever. Delete. And save. As if all that nonsense never happened. Yeah, I could have loaded Sven into the pod and podded him back. Far skipped him back. It doesn't really matter. The far skip was used, the chem fuel was used, actually more than the chem fuel was used, because of course I podded further than the quest even required. So that's partially so that no one could tell me I'm a slouch, that I did everything properly. Where'd you put that skull cap though, Freya? Oh, here it is. So this is a psychic sensitivity offset of 60%, compared to a normal skull cap here, 33%. So as you can see, it is it makes you a lot more sensitive. Posture check, don't slouch. Got it. All right, so we fixed that corrected quest. Now all I'm waiting for is Modred and Gaia to wake up from their epic feast, because they are they were pretty tired after partying for like 48 hours. And then we'll do a melee only raid on Théoden and an artifact raid on Narha. Whoa. Shield, thanks for the gifted sub. And yes, Behoda, quite a lot of gifts. And Belovedums too, in fact. J-Lou, thanks for the follow as well. I know it's been 20 minutes, but yours truly is a little slow up top. Another thing I might be able to do is to queue up a butcher creature forever of insect corpses. If the insect meat spoils, who cares? But we do have a bill here let's do forever of turning insect meat into chem fuel. So, you know, 2 streams ago we had, or last stream, I guess the beginning of last stream, we had bajillions of bugs die, and we might as well turn them into chem fuel. The only good bug is a chem-fueled bug. Come here, Tusk. Puppy. I keep forgetting. I need to fill that section of the couch so that she can't sit over there. So she's forced to be in the spotlight. Because she's happy to be in the spotlight. Hi, come here. She's just not very bright. Oh, and it's Yoda anyway. I think all the wild animals on this map tile have just been eating bugs here. I bet if we take a look at the bugs, you'll see like a lot of missing body. Oh, yeah, here we go. Bitten off, bitten off, bitten off, bitten off. Yeah. You little scavengers. Skullheim requires, what, 4 cataphract helmets? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's send those. I want to phase out the leather helmets that don't protect the face very effectively. I really wish there were more choices than just like, everybody wears cataphract helmets, because that's boring. But they are the best. There's basically no alternatives. It's just like cataphract or bust. We'll lose home with Sven. Sven with a 0 side focus, but it doesn't really matter. So here we go. We are gonna go do the raid. I'm not even gonna send myself food. Modred and Gaia, do you fit in the same pod? You do. This pod, however, I don't know how many I need to fill. Oh, that's the care package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably good for all the brawlers, right? Yeah, it's more carry weight than I need. So let's try 3. Do they all fit in 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you do. And we will bring 5 Glitter World Medicine, 5 Luciferium, Go Juice, Wake Up, and tea. Full knowing that we are landing in the middle of the base, which will be spicy. Wow, it's fine. Gunlink has entered the chat. You know, it's funny. Using a gunlink actually increases your chance to be shot in the face. So, gunlink, I guess, is okay if you never have to fight a pikeman. Or turrets. And you shoot everything at max sniper range. But that's such a small... Yeah, that's just not... What is shaking and blowing up here? What's... Felt like there were like earthquakes or something. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my mind. So this pod is ready to launch to Skullheim. This is the Skullheim helmet care package. Oh, right in the water. Really? Really? Unfortunately, Gaia is going to be attending this next raid without... without a proper helmet, but whatever. You know, not whatever. Gaia, how about you just... force wear that one. And then we'll load you back in again. Launch. Gaia Modred. Modred, what's your needs? You eat sweet roll. Gaia, I don't... Oh, you stopped for your forswear. Okay. It's kind of on me. Hey, another quest. A Noldrin run. Whoa! Okay, yeah. That's a reward. So let me share something I had in mind. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to end this series. Because once the Doomsday Clan is done, I wanted them to suicide pact and commit a mass suicide. Meaning that I kind of needed anti-grain warheads. And the Storyteller agrees. The Storyteller absolutely agrees. So, yeah, we're gonna go on a Nodrin hunt at some point in the next 20 days. 100%. Okay, guys, switching helmets. Because I was thinking, if we're really bringing about Ragnarok, that sort of means that no one survives, right? It's sort of the concept of everybody has to die for us to accomplish our goals, including all of us Vikings. All right, so Skullheim is ready to launch. Helheim, are you ready to launch? Helheim is ready to launch. Houston, we have liftoff. I'm gonna have to eyeball this. Okay. They're obviously a little ahead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, Mr. Jackal. Oh, because carnivore hauling does not include... Okay, this is my fault. Alex, you might want to move. This is a heck of a timing. Oh, Gaida, you got left behind. My bad. Unintentional. All right, so you're okay. You're okay. Rescue. Nice. Right next to the turrets here. A lot of micromanagement needing done. Oh my god, right into your loot room? Sure. Let's pick up the Luciferium so it doesn't get ruined. You know what's funny about this? I can't get out. I have to melee my way out. Alright, Sven. Operate... Administer Luciferium, and then operate on Mr. Jackal. Okay, so Mr. Jackal, you've been saved. I think the one with the auto shotgun is to be... Well, no, she's going away. Ooh, Gaia, you're just... What'd you do? Cut their nose off? Oh, you basically cut their head off. Got it. And Sven is operating. So, one of the things I need to do is the carnivore hauling and carnivore inside. So carnivore inside had it But as soon as Mr. Jekyll got trained for hauling, he lost his ability to self-dose for Luciferium. Up. Wait, you have mortars? Who are you gonna be you're... Okay, you're kind of mortaring yourself, but I'll allow it. Interesting tactic. I can't kill you if you kill you. Ouch. Oh, whoa! You smushed her head with your hammer. Well, I'm pretty sure there's war crimes about that, but I won't tell anyone. All right, are you really going to try to outrun the Wolu? I like how their mortar person is just like, I'll stand my ground. I do find it funny that mortarers or you know, forward observers or whatever we would call them refuse to stop. All right, so this colony obviously has been defeated. Oh, but I still don't. Not technically, because Nicolo still exists, so... Hey, Gaia caught him! Oh, and Modred smushed the something, I'm not sure. Head, probably. Hey, Light Phoenix, thanks for the resub. Uh-oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to kill him. Ah, get away from the shells! Freya, skip these shells over there. IQ 200. That was close. Nothing like a good, oh, just, you know, skip the explosion away from us so we don't blow up. It wouldn't have hurt that bad because we had our shield belts up, but it would have been uncomfortable. All right, all your base. Ooh, look at you, fancy white carpets. And despite this base being defeated, they still have an active turret, so there's obviously a power source. Let me go ahead and uninstall this battery and see if I can't deactivate it. There's a lot of beds here. I might claim the beds and actually just rest a little here. Because Gaia and Modred, because they arrived early, they did a really good job. They managed to, Gaia and Modred managed to do all this damage by themselves, but they are hurt and will require a little bit of medical attention. Okay, there we go. Turret's off. So I don't think there's actually like a, no, there's a door here. I take that back. You would have only had a chaos skip and just like blown everyone up. Don't worry, that has happened to me too. So here's my hospital beds. Modred, Gaia, and Dak. Rest until healed. Ah, they were trying to hide their booze. Oh my lord, were they ever trying to hide their booze? Well, we captured a cluster of moonshiners. I think just for speed's sake, what I'm going to do is just start caravanning. So we'll heal on the road. And then the other thing I'm going to need to do is to send an artifact, because you all voted that the next one be an artifact raid. And I don't really have an artifact that does that for me. So, day and a half of travel, 2.5 days of food, no problem. We'll travel to attack Onarha, and then let's send an artifact to attack. Cool. Base destroyed. Okay, I'm not at risk of allying the Bear Clan. Even when I destroy the next base, we're only going to go up to -5, which is not going to make us neutral, which is good. Oh, Sven, maybe you should tend to Alex the Badger. Before. Because Alex the Badger kind of low-key dying. Okay, there we go. Oh! Asthma's cured. That was funny. I was in the middle of tending asthma, and then the asthma got cured by the Luciferium. Okie dokie then. So now that's all that's left is the scratch scar. And here is the artifacts for Wolu's caravan. Ragnar and Crow pigging out together. You guys should be like in a relationship or something. You aren't doing the same. Well, actually, you really should. You're 10 years apart. You are both opposite gender, heterosexual. But Ragnar doesn't know how to talk to people. Like, literally does not know how to talk to people. Cannot talk. So, yeah, never mind. I understand why you're not in a relationship. I should pet everyone. So here is Yoda. For all you new people to the channel. This is the mascot, the object of the reason why people watch. Mr. Yoda. And then Tusk. The ever fluffy and much adorable Tusk. Ooh, found a tick on her. You indeed. She's on tick meds, and they have had their lepto and lime shots. Or whatever they're called. Yeah, lepto and lime. So the tick was dead. But oh, and I step. Okay. Hey, I know things are heating up in the bedroom, but they're also heating up in the rice room. I look away for just 1 second, and I feel like Troy from Community coming back with the pizza. Ingun even got heat stroke from that. It was fire everywhere. Ha 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 ha. We are in the worst timeline. Just kidding. Hey, we have some chickens. Well, you know what this means. If you want to be eligible, if you're a subscriber of mine, and you want to be named after a chicken. A chicken from the legendary Chicken Isle. If you want to be named after a chicken, or have a chicken named after you, more specifically, just type something in the chat. I am not, before you ask, going to buy the Yorkies. That, not going to happen. But chickens, yes. Yorkies, no. Chickens, yes. Mr. Jackal has made a full recovery and is actually healthier now than when he was, or she was, deprived of Luciferium. Problem solved. And our piglets are no longer picking out on food. Where is the loot trader? Where are they walking to? I don't know if they know where I live. But here's Edith coming for the trade. Edith's not in good health. There's only really one hen. This is not much. Not a lot of options for you all. I apologize. Can't be helped. I can't change things, of course, but here's a question for you all. How should I heal my missing lung? Slavery and organ harvesting, or heal mech serum? Because of course, with this loot trader comes the opportunity to buy another person and harvest the lung and then throw them out, or to take the heal mech serum and just instantly have the healed lung. I'm okay with both. Either or. Eriko, Luciferium will not cure a missing organ. That's not how Luciferium works. So Luciferium will not heal a lung. Luciferium cannot recover missing body parts. Only heal mech serum and res mech serum can recover missing body parts. And res mech serum will do it, will heal your body and your missing body parts if you're dead and get revived, and heal mech serum heals a random something. Luciferium can only cure chronic illnesses and scars. That's what it does. I could capture the next living enemy, sure. If slavery and organ harvesting is to be the answer. What I'll do is when my brawlers go into the next fight, I'm just going to hope that someone survives the artifact attack, and I can take their lung. I don't necessarily need to buy the person. So, yeah. I'm not going to buy fish or mosquito. No one needs a fish lung or a mosquito lung. Screw those. Screw those lungs. Those lungs sound bad. I'm going to sell my shield cores and please tell me. Oh, Neuroquake, Berserker Pulse, crafting trainers, Architect Eye. Yes. I'm going to sell the regular skull cap because I have an Eltec skull cap that's better, obviously. Cruzio, do you want a gun link? I feel like you want a gun link. I could be wrong, but I just have a feeling you want a gun link. So, yeah, I'm going to buy the gun link for you. Insanity Lance, Shock Lances, because I've been using them up a bit. And, yeah, this looks good. Big trade. Big money. Yep, okay. Thumbs up. This will be the trade. Actually, let me get rid of some of these cornucopias. I don't need a bajillion cornucopias. I barely use them at all. Nothing really grows in the wild here anyway, so I'm going to keep 2 of them. And I'll buy the pulsar. All right, massive, massive, massive trade. The Architect Eye. Who gets the eye? Up to me. Someone who could use it most. Crafter. Shooter. Totally random person. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. So those 3 ideas we'll have to do. And then we have Psycasts and other artifacts. So I'm going to update the current project, the current goal here. The current goal will be Raid with artifact, capture, lung. I'm not even gonna call it a prisoner because it's not really a prisoner. It's just a lung. So capture a lung. Cruzio's character will force wear the gun link. And then I also bought the hen, so the hen will move to the egg layers, and then this hen is going to be named after Kimosabe 909. Well, congratulations, I cannot wait. Does Lucy cure blindness? It does. If the blindness is not as a result of missing eyeballs. If the blindness is res blindness, yes, it would. So in the case of Yardik, it would have, but I replaced him with bionic eyes, so that's kind of moot. Alright, Sven. Yes, keep recovering your psi focus. If we're going with a totally random person, I will roll a number on random.org, and then it will just be, what is this? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So it will be a number between 1 and 24, and whoever it lands on, it lands on. That's, well, how I'll do that. Right, Mr. Yoda? I should have Yoda pick. Yoda just will pick someone random. All right, I'm going to be back for just another second. Hey, Banlish. You caught me while I'm on the, well, I wasn't on the can, but you caught me at a awkward moment. I had stepped away. Welcome, Banlish, and all the raiders. Welcome, welcome. You know, I'm going to extend the time of the poll that I have going on right now so that all the Banlish raiders can, and let me switch back to me. All the Banlish raiders can weigh in. I have a architect eye. If you have no idea what RimWorld is, this is going to be confusing. But basically, I have a cybernetic part, and we're deciding on who it goes to. And that's the poll above my head. Whether it goes to someone that I pick, someone totally random, someone that could use it most. But welcome. Welcome, welcome. You were playing Mech Warrior 5. Man, Mech Warrior brings back some memories. I remember the original Mech Warrior and how absolutely low res and atrocious that game was. But it seemed revolutionary at the time. I suck at it, but how was your stream today? So, for my own viewers, if you're unfamiliar with Banlish's channel, he has been streaming for, I'm gonna make up a number, but something like almost 2,000. Are you at 2,000 yet? Have you officially hit the 2K mark? 2015? So he has been streaming for probably more than that, honestly, because I think you had some accidental double days, but streaming for about 2,000 days straight, going for the 2222. And plays a huge variety a massive, massive variety, and looks absolutely stunning in bright pink. So if you are ever hard pressed for someone to watch, chances are that, well, you can watch Baelish for every day for the next 200 days, 7 days? And yes, I had to mention the pink. If I had something easy that I could, hold on 1 second. I unfortunately do not own a pink bandana, but this is the closest I can come to Baelish cosplay. Yeah, I'm now cosplaying as Baelish. I just don't have the right beard for it. I'm gonna get some crips up in my hood, aren't I? Uh-oh, that's not good. Wait, when did Wolu's wife die? And who the heck is Ratana? Comfortable, isn't it? You know, it's funny. I actually used to, when I was young, I had, young. Well, I guess that's all relative. When I was younger, when I was in college, I had longer hair, like ponytail length hair. And I look really, really, really bad in bandanas, I just realized. I'll be even more ridiculous. And I was actually a pretty good student, but I had a professor that just sort of assumed because of the way I looked that I was a bad student. And he, because of the way I looked, because I wore bandanas and had long hair, he just was very, very, very unfair in his grading. To the point where my dad was so upset with the grades I was getting because he's like, "Oh, you're failing your like sociology course." And I had to explain that no, I don't think I shouldn't be failing my sociology course. The professor just has it out for me. The professor was one of these types that like just took a look at you and was like, "Oh, you look like a jock, you'll get a C. Oh, you look like a nerd, you'll get a B or an A or whatever." Like that's basically how he graded. I don't think he read anything that I wrote. He just took one look at me and was like, "Oh, okay, I can flunk this guy. It's not going to matter." So what ended up happening was I basically told my dad, who is well educated, I'll put it that way. And I was like, "All right, look, he's not grading me fairly. So on my final paper, I'll make you a deal. On my final paper, I'll write it, of course, but you can make whatever edits you want to my paper to make it like A quality, and I'll prove to you that I've been treated unfairly throughout this course." And my dad, who has a PhD, has written a medical dissertation, helped me. I made like 3 different edits to the paper, and I failed. And I failed the paper entirely. It was like a sociology 101. Yeah. I mean, sure, like that's cheating, whatever. I think actually the university doesn't mind as long as you cite your sources. You can use third party help for editing. In fact, there was for not my final paper, but for my midterm, there was a writing lab where you could go in and have, I think at the time they were like probably master's or graduate students, help you edit your papers. And I used the writer's lab, and I still failed my midterm too. And the net result was that my dad was so angry at this professor. I didn't contest the grade. I was like, whatever. Because at the time I was actually, at the time I was just auditing the course. I wasn't even a full-time student. So it didn't matter to me whether or not I passed or failed. I mean, it's obviously a waste of money if I fail, right? But it didn't go on my permanent record because I wasn't actually I wasn't enrolled. I was just auditing the course. And, but my dad was like so angry that this professor just like took one look at me and was like, oh yeah, he's a hippie. Just fail him. Or like he's a druggie. All because of a bandana and long hair. That's it. That was the only reason, as far as I could tell. So, you know, be careful of the first impressions you make, because life isn't fair, and no one told you, there is no rules that you'd be treated fairly. I'll put it that way. So, it's a good rant. And yeah, that professor should have been fired. Unfortunately, tenure exists, and I'm sure they had it. But yeah, I grew up on metal, and you know, I've had long hair and wear my hair in bandanas, and they were particularly dirty bandanas because I've worked a lot of random jobs, and some of the jobs I worked was doing construction, masonry, painting, that kind of thing. So most of my bandanas were covered in like spackle and paint. It was not clean like this. It was just covered in like different colored paints and things. And yep, as a net result, a professor flunked me because of the way I looked. Pretty lame. Much the way that like just knowing you, if I didn't know you ahead of time and saw you in public and you were wearing, if you were wearing like a cut or bandanas, I would just assume you're like a biker or something, you know, because you could probably pass off as like a, you know, being part of a biker gang maybe, or a meth dealer. Yeah, sure. Or a meth dealer. But, you know, one could make a very easy split, you know, assumption about you, and it would be wrong. You get that a ton, a biker. I don't think you have too much teeth to be, well, I guess it depends if you're the type of meth dealer that uses your own stash. I think most meth dealers probably consume their own, but all the people that I've known in my life that got involved in meth, they had way too few teeth. You have too many teeth to be a meth dealer. Never use your own product, exactly. But the thing is with meth, with unless you're the real chemist, unless you're the real deal, which I don't know how much of that is true in real life, most meth is just like a double wide trailer in the middle of nowhere with people that use their own, right? So I think realistically, most meth cooks probably don't have dental care. But yeah, that was my bandana story. My little bandana story. Yeah, I live in I don't quite live in like the meth capital. You know, I live in North Carolina, which is, you know, I think most American cities or towns grapple with opioids and heroin. Meth tends to be more in the sticks, but that's just me. So totally random person is the Architect Eye recipient. So let's do this. Random.org. Please do not play an audible ad. Number between 1 and 24. I got 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's going to Freya. All right. Cool. It'll have to wait until Freya gets home because she's not about to receive an eyeball on the road. Thank you for watching The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.